Okay. What's happening in California is just terrible. It's just terrible. It probably could have been prevented from what I hear. A lot of deaths that are happening could have been prevented. Um, Problem is social media. Problem is people that are without God. From what I understand, the even the Hebrew word that we define as hate is actually a word that just means without love. Well, if you were without love, you were also without God, uh, because God is love. So, with that thought, what has happened to these people in California is just tragic. It's just tragic. And I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. If some people want to say, you got what was coming to you kind of mess, and saying that God did it, that's an issue. Even if you're the people that are celebrating someone's home being destroyed, even if they have more than one, that's not good. Because you're judging them and other people are judging you as you judge him, like James Woods. Judge not, lest you be judged. And we're seeing this. Jeremy with the quartering gave his opinion on X, apparently. And he got his one comeuppance, trying to one comeuppance someone, those people. I think. Sometimes when you don't have anything else to say, don't say anything at all. We need to pray for these people. We need to try to help them out when we can, just like the Hurricane Helene and the floods in North Carolina uh, uh, and the Carolinas and Georgia and Kentucky and Tennessee and everything. We need to be the United States of America, not LGBTQA plus plus whatever, and BLM and this and Antifa and whatever and whatever and whatever. No. These groups seek to divide us. Most of the Democrats and Uniparty and Rhino Republicans seek to divide us. They profit off of our division. In order to defeat the government, we should be the government. Why? Because we, the people. That's why. We elect people to govern ourselves. That's kind of broken right now. The Democrats and the Uniparty have been maintaining that for probably 60 plus years, since before I was ever born. Think of who's the resident in chief right now. Sleepy Joe. He's been in politics as long as I've been alive. That shouldn't be happening. And Pelosi and all the other ancient dinosaurs presiding over us. A politician position should not be a career. But at the same time, I like social media, but I don't like social media. It's convenient, it's cool, it's neat, it's available to everybody that has the ability. But it opens us up to be vile. It opens us up for anonymous or not so anonymous, really nasty comments. And yeah, you should have the freedom to be able to do that. But if you do, there might be repercussions. So while I think some of the people that have celebrated James Wood's house may have gotten their one comeuppance, Jeremy had to put his tail between his legs for his one comeuppance. And in the meantime, the people whose lives that are lost or affected by the fires of California are still without those homes. Continue the drama online. It's all hopefully just online. But no matter how much money they have, those are homes and memories of people, whether they're Hollywood elites or not, that are affected by these fires. Just like the fires of Hawaii, just like the disaster of every hurricane that's hit Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida, and Georgia. Because I live in Alabama. We need to be and act like the United States of America. That's what Trump is kind of trying to do. He's trying to pull us together. So while you go online and yin about Hulk Hogan being whatever because of some time in the past, some man said to his wife, look, he's black, whatever. I don't care. It should be in the past. Whatever's in the past is left in the past. We need to be concerned about the present and helping the people that are hurt. Help the people that are going through trying times. Because at some point, you're going to be at your worst point too. And if you're one of the ones that are acting holier than thou, celebrating the Hollywood elite, whether they're conservative or Democrat or whatever, because their house is gone, when you're at your lowest point, is anyone going to help you? Because you went out online and spewed hatred. How is that any different from what Hulk Hogan did in the past? How is that any different than what Trump said in a locker room for locker room talk, that whatever happens in the locker room stays in the locker room? According to the media, no, they're going to use that and weaponize it against him because he's went from Democrat to Republican, so we're going to use every bullet in our holster that we can to attack this man. CNN changes their hue and makes him look as orange as possible, so he's orange man bad. Ooh, mean tweets. Ooh. Take him down, take him down, take him down. We don't like him because he swapped sides when he came down that escalator. I'm not trying to boy, that's a fat dove. I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm not trying to be a Karen. I'm just trying to let people know and let you know. Think, and I've started to do this myself in the realm of politics on Facebook, because I like sharing links from YouTube or Rumble just to let some of my friends or Democrat friends go, hey, look at this, look at this, look at this. Check this out. Listen. Or a funny meme. And there's many memes that I don't share that I would love to share. But I haven't, because I would probably get ripped up left and right by my 2 or 3 Democrat friends. And I'm not willing to lose them or whatever over a meme. Even though I may find it funny, I'll share it anonymously on X. Things to think about. Be careful on social media. Whether you're using your real name or not. And again, if you're Christian, and probably at least half of y'all here on this channel probably are, we simply need to be with and pray for the people that have lost everything. Oh, well, they just lost one of their 3 homes. Well, that might be true too. They still lost memories. They still have been wiped clean of one of their properties, possibly without even insurance. Because what I'm hearing about what happened about 3 or 4 months ago. Things to think about. Think about what you're writing, because you just got to do it before you hit done, before you hit send, before you hit that arrow. Before you hit enter or the return key or whatever, reread what you wrote. Proofread it, so to speak. And then take a look back and go, maybe I shouldn't send this. Real people are hurting. Don't join in the crowd that loves slinging mud. Because when you sling mud, for the good people that know that mud doesn't stick. Yeah. Words mean things. Yeah. Words can maybe bring you down emotionally, but we can get past that. Because words are temporary. It's nothing but hot air. Even if it's written down and a little more permanent than just said, you'll get over it. Just concentrate on the real issues at hand. Concentrate on and focus on what's important. On the real people around you. Not social media slandering everybody you don't know or haven't seen in person, because you think it's wonderful that someone lost their house because they're a Trump lover, or whatever the case may be, or the opposite. Oh, those pads, oh golly, yay, they got their house burned down. I don't care what side you're on. I really don't. Sometimes we shouldn't hit send. And this is the best advice I can give anybody. I don't care what you believe in or what your political stance is. And I'll be the first one to admit, social media in the 90s, in 2000s, in its heyday, was fun because everybody was anonymous. It was chat rooms and message boards, and you made up your own usernames and nobody knew who you were. Or IMDb, Sega Ages, or oh golly, and all those places, Working Designs, message board, wherever it was, VGM or something, I don't know, but nobody knew who everybody was. And if one person started slinging mud, it was going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Sometimes just the same 2 people over and over. And you're scrolling, reading, and you're like, really? Boy, this seems real petty. They're still going? That was 3 days ago. You got to be kidding me. It's been a week. They're still going back. Is this a bot? Is this a real person? Speaking of game facts, anybody remember Dude Linger, where every other letter was capital and lowercase? And what happened to him in real life? don't do it. Anonymous or not, sometimes have an ugly, cynical, critical comment, keep it to yourself, or you're going to open yourself up to be judged as you're judging others. That's how this works. Because more than likely, those people that I see do this are normally not Christian. And I've said some stupid stuff myself on social media throughout the years. And I've been wrong about stuff. And I'll admit it most of the time. It's like, oh, well, I found this. I guess I was wrong. Oh, well, no big deal. Events unfold. Facts are found. And so even when it comes to some of the news, breaking news, especially with what happened in, Trump Tower and New Orleans, more things are found. More evidence has come across. We can't, and I was a little too quick on the trigger about some information, and then I realized, oops, I guess I was wrong. We're all equal in the eyes of God. So even if you don't believe in God, don't try to be holier than thou. Let the Karens do all that work.